You ever heard of Enzo Conti?
Think Sammy mentioned him a time or two?
He's 61, old school mob. Been running Barclay Mills for decades. He started off extorting the railroad and moved on into industrial waste. All the heavy construction equipment and supplies for the casino, steel, concrete molds, that kind of thing, was all brought in via Enzo's trains.
All that shit has to be worth millions. Enzo didn't just hand it over to any cat who walked in the door. Marcano's a felon, so he's got to have a partner, someone who's legit.
If he does, that person's buried deep. I went through the paperwork. It's a goddamn maze.
Which means we need to get
팔 왜
Enzo to
이러냐?
tell us who it is.
이거 버그냐?
According to my sources, Enzo's not a big fan of the casino. Thinks anyone who's not Sal Marcano's gonna end up getting fucked.
So I might be able to use that to flip him.
Probably have to squeeze him pretty hard, but it's worth a shot. He's still
시대리님 어서
involved in the
오세요.
railroad and has to store all that industrial waste somewhere, so I'd start there.
Once I take his district from him, I'll give him a call from the motel, offer him an out.
And if that fails, you could always give him a Hanoi
야, 얘 팔
hangman.
어떻게 하냐? 얘 팔 왜 이래?
Hey, you, fuck off. Got you figured out.
낙차!
Hey.
You ain't asked.
감히 무대포다 이번 판은. 덤벼. 이렇게 싸우면 안 되는구나.
Got a man down here.
경고 안 돼, 경고 안 돼. 누구야? 경고 누구야? 저 자식이다. 야, 이거 야. 안 돼! 큰일 났다.
Bring the big guns. I see him. There he is.
Make a hole. Don't move here.
큰일 났다. 행복한 지두부님 어서와요. 증원팀 와버렸다.
In my sights, motherfucker. We'll all get a piece of it. Settle down.
He's here.
Head for cover. Down. You see him?
또? 미쳤네.
Stay out of my. Trying to get out the whole team. I see him.
All yours, boys.
I got that cocksucker.
Assholes trying to ice me. Assholes trying to ice me.
Let's see if you bleed red. Help!
Fuck me. I'm gonna fucking die in a dump.
Wish there was another way.
The investigation was a mess from the very start. The locals did everything they could to keep us out of it, but that wasn't the worst of it. Someone actually broke into our offices and not only stole all of our files, But they also took most of our surveillance equipment.
This part of town's run by a man named Tony DeRazio. From what I was able to piece together, he's a real fucking weirdo. Some kind of savant when it comes to numbers.
Then he must be the one who runs Lou Marcano's books.
Runs his books, launders his money. Hell, he even manages loose relationships with city officials. It's Tony's job to make sure their asses stay greased.
How do I get to him?
Well, that's where things get interesting. Tony lives in the penthouse on the top floor of the Royal Hotel. Elevator access is restricted and the rest of the hotel's crawling with Tony's goons.
Well, he can't stay up there all the time. I'm gonna need a schedule for when he comes and goes.
I've been watching this cocksucker for a month now, and he's left exactly one time. That was because one of his men fucked up. Took a pipe to the poor bastard's left arm.
Well, it looks like he's got a front business he uses to issue bribes and launder Lou's money. And another one that soaks up funds from the city. I hit him. He overreacts, then I get my opening.
And fuck up things between him and Lou in the process. Be careful with this
어디를
one.
잘라?
Just because Tony's a goddamn spastic doesn't mean he won't cut your balls off if given the chance.
What was it? He was supposed to be a no-show job.
Am I crazy or is that a gun?
Hey! Hey! Over here!
술 드시는 거 아니에요? 본격적으로 술을 드시기 위해 키보드를 장착하셨군요.
In position, let's do this.
제가 어디로 나오는지 봐야겠네.
Open up, bitch! You about to get fucked! I got that coming!
혼자냐? 너 죽었다.
There you are. Stay behind me.
혼자 아니네.
Get him from the other side. There you go. Kill one of our boys. Out of ammo. I've got to reload.
Worried about the wrong man, Jimmy.
Why'd I become a priest?
Every bad thing you experience, every trauma, they never leave you. Sure, you might forget about them for a while, but when the next one comes along, no matter how slight, it brings everything back. It reminds you of the weight you've been lugging around. I knew I couldn't carry all that on my own.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna shot you in the goddamn face.
Now we're even.
Fucking asshole.
Time to call Enzo.
All right. Dial this.
Yeah.
Barclay Mills is gone. All of it.
Who the fuck is this?
Take a guess.
Got a lot of nerve calling me like this. You know who the fuck I am?
I know exactly who you are, Enzo. You're a mob lieutenant who's just lost control of his district. Marcano will probably end up playing you next to Michael Greco.
You goddamn coward. You want me dead? Be a man. Do it yourself.
I don't want you dead, Enzo. I want to make a deal.
A deal? Jesus Christ, son. You need to get your fucking head examined.
You tell me who's behind the construction of Marcano's casino, and I'll do what I can to keep that wop asshole from killing you.
Why the fuck should I think you could protect me from Marcano?
Look at what I did to you.
Meet me at the quarry.
Next time, don't let me catch you napping.
Kiss my ass.
Put the gun away.
If I wanted you dead, Enzo, I wouldn't have walked through the front door.
All the same, I ain't taking no chances. Hold on here. I know you. You're Lincoln Clay, right? Lived with Sammy Robinson? Went off to Nam?
That's right.
Christ, son, if I'd have known that, we could have saved ourselves a whole lot of trouble. Follow me. You probably don't know this, but Sammy and I went way back.
들어가세요, 강인님.
He was a good man. Didn't deserve what happened to him. Hell, none of y'all did. And this shit with the casino, it's a giant fuck you from Sal to every man who ever worked for him. He wants to go legit and fuck the rest of us in the process.
석과장님 이제 출근이세요? 아이고.
Guess it's well past
고생
time
많으십니다,
I
석과장님.
fucked him back.
좀 고생하시고요. 시간 금방 가실 거예요. 파이팅.
You know Remy
왕언니 어서
Duval?
오세요, 왕언니.
Sure,
박기련님.
he's the big shot on the radio.
Without him, there's no casino. He owns the land, runs a construction company, you name it.
So these are all fronts.
Yeah, they're bullshit. Created a big paper trail to protect himself in case everything falls apart.
And Marcano doesn't own any of the land.
Nah, it all belongs to Duval. He's no idiot. Long as it's in his name, Sal can't touch him.
How do I find him?
He lives up in Frisco Fields. But from what I hear, Olivia Marcano is keeping close tabs on him, forcing him to stay low. The last thing Sal needs is for his sole legitimate partner to get into trouble.
get uglier.
Guess you ain't ever been to Ohio.
Ain't gotta be that easy to take down, boy. Give it a shot. Gotta get behind something.
Settle now. Taking a man's life. Don't get more personal than that, cocksucker.
아 패드. 아 패드 너무 힘들어 이런 거. 너무 작은 거.
Time to die, prick. Time to die, prick.
You okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Said some of these men work for you.
Not some of them, all of them.
That should do it.
Car's through here. Get me there and I'll make a financial contribution to your cause. They got it blocked, but I bet we can bust through the gate.
What about the train tunnel?
The tunnel? It's your call. Choo-choo! Fuck you! This is good right here. Sorry again about what happened to Sammy and Ellis.
Appreciate it.
바꾸는 건 아니야.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What a prick.
Turns out you were right.
I gotta go. Thank you for this.
Happy hunting, Donovan.
Miss Lancaster's helping me with a side project. You get a name at Enzo?
Yeah, Remy Duval. He's not only building the casino, he also owns all the land where it's being built.
Remy Duval? The jackass on the radio?
해병님 어서 와요.
Family's
추석.
been down here a couple hundred years. Thinks it makes him everyone's massa.
According to this, he heads up the Southern Union in his spare time.
The Southern Union's basically the fucking Klan. Right before I shipped out, Father James was with some other folks protesting the fact that the city didn't have any black cops. Southern Union came in and kicked the shit out of everybody they could get their hands on. Day after, they spray painted "God hates niggers" across the front of his church.
If President Andrew Johnson had actually executed those traitorous fucks, we wouldn't have this goddamn problem.
Enzo also mentioned Olivia Marcano.
Olivia's an outlier. Old Southern money. She's the one that was married to Sal's brother, Lucho. At least until someone slit his throat.
And she runs Frisco Fields.
Ever since Lucho died. She expanded his drug business and opened a PCP lab. Since a lot of mafiosos live up there, she probably just has a place they can socialize.
Well, it's usually in the back of some business.
I never knew the mob had women as capos.
She's there to keep Duval in line. Only people these entitled pricks listen to were other entitled pricks.
So who are you gonna go after first?
Duval. Since he owns the land where the casino's being built, killing him will muddy things up.
You think hitting Olivia's businesses will help draw him out?
I've known racist assholes like him my entire life. Black man like me running around terrorizing white folks. He ain't gonna be able to let that stand. His pride will bring him down.
Hey, you know that bourbon's not cheap. Good luck out there.
여기냐? 왜 이렇게 많아? 한 반에 하나씩. 아, 아쉽다.
Almost out of smokes.
me! Got nowhere to go! Asshole's trying to ice me!
컴퓨터야. 컴퓨터야, 컴퓨터.
Deal.
네, 패드 사용 중이죠, 패드. 컴퓨터에 엑스박스 원 S 패드가.
After I was discharged, I wandered around for a couple, 3 months, did some odd jobs. I got arrested once or twice for fighting. But I always kind of knew I was going into seminary. It just took a little while for it to sink in, I suppose. Once I was done with seminary, Bishop Jenkins sent me to St. Michelle's Home for Colored Boys. That orphanage was a pile of shit from the day I got there till the day I left. But I loved it. I loved helping those boys.